come from me. When I hear somebody say fella, of course I think of my dad. I don't know too many other people who use that term. And hey, on that subject, we'll just continue with my dad. I spoke to him last night because I'm not going back to Iowa for Thanksgiving. I've got plenty of reasons for that. And he said he found some of my comedy sets online. It's like, okay, I guess we'll find out soon enough after you watch them if you still have a sense of humor, because I have done jokes about it before. And I guess I should have known that'd be a possibility because he's retired, he has a lot of time on his hands, and since he's no longer a hobby farmer, he spends more time traveling as well. I said, why don't you travel, Dad? I mean, you've got the time for it. I know that he'll say things like he's got a furnace that's badly behaved because it's rude. Yes, R-U-U-D. It's the brand name. He also spoke about being accosted by somebody when he was going to a movie, I think, and I loved his response to it. Great comeback. It was about the jacket he was wearing. I mean, this is Iowa. They have two major colleges there with sports. And it's like, what, am I going to get arrested because of this Iowa Hawkeye jacket? And then he found out, oh, the other guy pulls for the Iowa State Cyclones. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to do that with people, but I still don't understand how people get so petty with sports rallies. It's stupid. There he is on that one. And then so many things always happening in my life. It's called just live life and pay attention, and I've got things to talk about. Good that you're feeling me. Yeah. This time of year, I look forward to the grocery store selling the eggnog. And I go to my neighborhood grocery store, and I had to ask them, where is it? I'm used to it being in a certain section. It's like, oh, it's over here. We moved it a little. It's like, okay, now I know where it is, and I will have a carton a week for as long as it's available, which is probably through January 1. And then the employee said, yes, we get a lot of people who tell us that. And you know what? I go grocery shopping on the weekends. I just went on Sunday, and that quart carton is already gone. It doesn't take long. Good stuff. Already turned down.
Assholes.
Okay. And of course, I work at a corporate office, and that joke pretty much writes itself on some of the things I deal with there. Like getting emails in the morning saying, you didn't do this online class. Yeah, because I didn't know I needed to do it. I do the ones that I know about, and then I get something from my boss saying, can you do this as soon as possible? It's like, okay, and I don't take online classes seriously because I don't have external customers to talk to, even though it's a finance office. Other people do, and that's them, that's not me. And it didn't take that long for me to get through the online classes, and I did it before I got to my normal duties. Press a few buttons and it's done. And then I tell my boss about it. He said, good to know, Blood. It's like, okay, that's kind of weird. I know that he likes being cool, but it's still weird that he said that to me. And I like knowing that I don't have any more online classes to do for a while, probably for another month. But I'm the type that will say, Mr. Allen doesn't do my work because I hear the senior leader wants us to do the classes a month in advance. It's like, why that far in advance? I know I'm not alone on not taking them seriously. And we just started painting there. I guess they couldn't do it when it was off hours like the weekends. And I'll get used to it being gray now when it was yellow. In some ways it does reflect my mood at times because I'm reminded of a song by 10,000 Maniacs called Like the Weather, where they talk about the color of the sky being gray. Well, I'm more comfortable wearing black too. Is that surprising at all, where I've led a dark life? No, shouldn't be. I'm the type that cares a lot about the employees doing those things. I mean, I was a dishwasher, I was a janitor, so I don't think of the manual labor people as being beneath me. I used to be them. So when I was passing by in the morning, I had asked one of the painters when he was getting started if he was getting time off for the holiday. He said, well, I'll get Thanksgiving off, but I don't know about the day after. I hope they give me the Friday off because then I can go hunting. It's like, well, whatever floats your boat. Hopefully you get that day off too. But I know they're probably on a timetable and everything where they don't want them to spend too long on painting. And they've already gotten quite a bit done, and it's just been one day. I'm impressed with that. But if you spend all your energy on one thing, maybe I shouldn't be surprised at all about that. I'm the type that tries to analyze my own dreams if I can remember them, where I can kind of make sense as to why I have them. The most recent weird one, and they all seem to be weird, is that I was preparing to go into jail. And it's like, all right, that's weird because I've never been arrested, and I've hardly ever been to court unless it's traffic court and jury duty, and I was never picked for a jury. And it's like, why would I be preparing for that? Civil disobedience, protesting? I don't know. But it must have been something I was thinking about that I heard about in the news where it seemed relevant. But as it's been said before, if it bleeds, it leads about the news. So who knows entirely what caused me to think about that. Yeah, so much happening in the world. I like going to burlesque shows. I started doing that a year ago. And I was telling my work spouse about it. I still have to explain to some people what a work spouse is, and I think that's weird. It's called Wikipedia Urban Dictionary. Look it up, just like David Spade would say on Saturday Night Live Weekend Update, if there are any of those who remember him being on that show. And I love the response I got from my work spouse about it. Yeah, Lady Gaga concerts and burlesque shows. You don't surprise me anymore. And then I wondered about that. Would Lady Gaga do burlesque shows? And I looked it up. She did. So, yay for knowing that now. Well, I guess that'll do it for me. Thank you. You've been great.
Yeah.